boots right now. I might just make your beds while I'm at it.
See you later.
Oh, look, see you later, lovely.
What a conniving, scheming, ugly, buffoon juggling, angry person.
Don't you feel sorry for Elsie and Bilsey? Confrontation Street will be back again on Monday. Set your alarms. But right now, here's brand new Horrible Histories Gory Games.
If mummies, rats and fleas ain't your thing, and you don't like the sound of an exploding king, if you're easily scared and don't love the poo, you better turn off, this show ain't for you. Still watching? Then let's test your brains with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Hello and welcome to Gory Games with me, Dave Lamb, and my assistant, Rattus Rattus.
And I think you'll agree, Dave, that I've never looked better. I spent a day at the Rat Health Spa, went to the steam room, had a mud treatment, and then a nice dip in the plunge pool.
Which I'm guessing means the sewer, an old puddle, and then you fell in the canal.
I didn't know you were a member.
Ugh. This is the foul-smelling fun fest that tests your knowledge of horrible histories with quirky quizzes and gory games. So, let's meet the horrible historians who'll be facing the filth today.
Hi, I'm Georgia. Hi, I'm Paramveer. Hi, I'm Olivia.
Welcome one and all.
Right, let's get things underway with a Stone Age warm-up game I've come up with myself.
Oh, no.
It's called Guess the Animal.
Oh, actually, that sounds like it might be quite a nice game.
One of these creatures was a giant bear called a mega bear. If a caveman was lucky enough to kill one, they'd eat the whole thing, even the contents of the stomach.
Oh, I think I feel one of my headaches coming on.
So I've emptied out a mega bear's stomach, and all our contestants have to do is see how many of the semi-digested animals you can identify by eating them.
I am not having children eating half-digested animals from a bear's stomach.
Come on, it's not like you haven't.
What?
What do you think was in that curry I made the other night?
Oh. Oh, dear. Excuse me a second. Sorry.
Chicken! Dave, it was just chicken! No, it wasn't.
Any more of your tricks and I'll tell pest control where you are.
Oh,
Yes. Right, Georgia, Paramveer and Olivia, you are playing to win year spheres. Each year sphere contains a historical date, and at the end of the show, your year sphere dates will be added up, with AD dates being added to your total and BC dates being subtracted from it. So, if these were your year spheres, for example, your total would be, Rattus?
3.
No, not quite. At the end of the show, the person with the highest year score will win a unique historical prize.
And it's something specially picked out of the time series by my own fair paws, which gives you some idea of how good it is.
Or rather, how bad it is. Right, let's get this show on the road, and to find out what this round's about, it's over to the gory grid.
It's the Rotten Romans.
So, 4 questions on Rotten Romans coming up. The person who gets the most right wins the first year sphere. And your 4 Roman topics are food, legends, money, and Nero. Georgia, you get to pick first in this round. What are you going to go for?
Legends.
Legends.
According to legend, Rome was founded by the twins Romulus and Remus. But what animal is said to have acted as a mother to the twins? Was it A, a monkey, B, a wolf, or C, a tiger?
Let's see those answers now, please. Look at that. Paramveer and Olivia agreeing on C. Georgia's out on her own with B. Let's find out.
The answer is B. A wolf acted as their mother.
Well done, Georgia. You're up and running. Paramveer, it's your turn to choose a topic.
I pick food.
Food.
Roman Emperor Elagabalus once served 600 what at a dinner party? A. Ostrich brains. B. Rat brains, or C, lion brains?
Wow, complete agreement. They've all gone for A. Let's find out if they're all right or all wrong.
The answer is A, ostrich brains.
Rat brains aren't even a good appetizer.
Oi, cheeky!
Oh, they're far too small. OK, Olivia, your turn to pick a topic.
Nero.
Nero.
Proper question, proper question, proper question, proper question, proper question,
Enough.
proper question, proper question.
Enough. Good. Evil Emperor Nero had his wife Octavia murdered. But what did he do with her head? Did he A, have it sent to his new girlfriend, B, hang it in his dining room, or C, throw it into the River Tiber? Wow, look at that. Paramveer and Olivia agreeing on A. Georgia out on her own with C. The answer is A. He had his wife's head sent to his new girlfriend, Poppaea. So now we have a three-way tie. OK, one more question left in this round. It is on money, and this is what it is.
Here comes your question, ready or not. The first Romans didn't use money, but what did they use? A, chilies, B, salt, or C, pepper?
Complete spread of different answers there on show. Let's see who's right.
The answer is B, salt.
That's right. Roman soldiers were paid in salt, and that's where we get the word salary from. Yeah, the rat knows all. Trolley time.
Well, that decisive question means that the winner of the first year sphere is Georgia.
Push, 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 push. It's heavy, trolley, push, push, push. Oh, Georgia, come and choose your yes sphere. Anyone you like. But be warned, Georgia, if it's a Stone Age date inside, that could mean a few million points to be subtracted from your score by someone who's better at maths than me. Push, 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 push.
Now, winning the quiz means that Georgia is automatically through to play the Roman game. But will she be alone, or will everyone get to play? Let's find out. It's an all-play gory game, so it's off down the time sewer with a lot of you. Bye. Breathe deeply. These days, getting into an ancient fortress will cost you about £5 plus the price of the guidebook. But back in Roman times, it would cost some people their very lives. It's time to play
Savage Siege.
Yes, if Romans wanted to get into an enemy fortress, they would use catapults to fire all sorts of awful things, such as heavy rocks, hives of stinging bees, and even the severed heads of dead enemies. Your challenge is to fire as many missiles into your fortress target as possible. The person who gets the most in the time limit wins the year sphere. So, catapults at the ready. In 3, 2, 1. So here we go then with Savage Siege, and the head coming straight out of the basket there for Olivia. And it's gone. And it's in! She landed it, and so did Georgia over the other side. Oh, well, Georgia's actually dropped her head on the floor there. Well, that's not what we're after at all. Oh, it goes again! What a slippery head! That must be covered in margarine or some such ratters. I don't know what's going on. Can she keep this one in the catapult? Well, she can. And look at that! She's only got to keep it in the catapult to land it would seem. Tremendous start from both the girls, actually. Paramveer, however, hasn't made a brilliant start. He is lagging behind. There's a sad-looking empty net there for Paramveer. 2 each for the girls. He's going to have to try and find his target and find it quickly, or he's going to be out of this completely. Well, oh, there we are. There we go. He swaps to a rock, and immediately he lands one. Well, there's a lesson there for Paramveer. The rocks fly well for the lad. Do they ever? That's 2 he's got. Superb. What a recovery. He's back in this. 3! Paramveer's gone rock crazy. It's rock, rock, rock all the way from Paramveer. And he's right back in this. It's a 3-way tie. This is very, very exciting. And Paramveer's in the lead. Well, this is absolutely remarkable. He was so far behind, and now he leads, and now he's going crazy. Well, he's just showing off now. He's got 5 rocks on the trot. 6! This is extraordinary. I've never seen anything like this. He has nailed 6 rocks. 6 rocks in consecutive shots. That was extraordinary. But 30 seconds remaining. There's Paramveer with his trusty rock. 7 rocks. But very nice from Olivia, keeping pace with him there. Another rock on its way. Oh, he's landed another one. It was off. It bounced off the side of the rear, and it was straight in. Paramveer, an exponent. Oh, hang on, he's put one in Olivia's basket there. That won't count. That won't count. Don't panic. Don't you worry about that.
Time's up.
Oh, and it's all over. It's all over. And Paramveer may not roll, but boy, does he rock.
Histories Gory Games.
Back behind your podiums, please. Well played, everybody. In first place was Paramveer with 8.
Yeah.
Yeah! So help yourself to a year sphere, Paramveer. Well played. When the Romans laid siege to the Gaulish stronghold of Avaricum, the Gauls put up a great fight and only gave up because it started to rain. The Gauls thought the downpour was a sign that the gods were angry with them, so they gave up and ran away.
Oh, I can understand that, Dave. Rain's a pretty terrifying thing.
No, it isn't.
It is when you live in a storm drain.
Yeah, well, no, fair enough. Under those circumstances, I suppose. On to round 2, and to find out what's up next, it's over to the gory grid.
It's the frightful First World War.
4 questions again, and here are your all-important World War I topics. Pigeons, tights, boots, and food. And Paramveer, it's your turn to pick first in this round, so what's it going to be?
Food again.
Food again. That is a prop question. That is a very syrupy coffee in a World War I mug, if you will. True or false? When coffee supplies ran out, people in Germany drank fake coffee made with coal tar. Let's see those answers now, please. OK, Paramveer and Olivia agreeing on true. Georgia has gone for false. I can tell you it's true. They also made it out of roasted acorns or beech nuts or even turnips.
You know, hot water and turnip is one of my favourite brews. Cheers.
Really? Fascinating. Let's move on, though. Olivia, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Pigeons.
Pigeons.
True or false? The British Army used messenger pigeons to send messages, so the Germans trained hawks and falcons to attack them.
Everybody's gone for true. Let's find out if they're right.
It's true! The Germans had squadrons of birds of prey who would be used to catch any pigeon flying back to Britain.
So next time you're scoffing a rotting pigeon, remember what they did for us during the war.
I almost feel bad.
Almost. OK, Georgia, your turn to pick a topic.
Let's go for boots.
Boots is a question from Rattus Rattus.
Thank you. True or false? Soldiers softened the tough leather of their boots by pouring tomato ketchup on them.
Everybody has gone for false. Total agreement once again. Are they all right, Rattus?
Yes, it's false. They used to wee on them. It really softened the leather and, as an added bonus, made them stink of wee.
Yes. OK, 1 question left, so, Georgie, you can still catch up in this round. The final question in this round is on tights.
True or false? Scottish soldiers in World War I wore ladies' tights to protect their legs during poison gas attacks.
Wow. George has gone for false. Paramveer and Olivia have agreed on true. Let's find out who's right.
It's true! The tights help stop poison gas from burning their skin.
There we go. At the end of that round, Georgia, I'm afraid you're not playing in this tie-break, but Paramveer and Olivia, 2 maximums. Tremendous. You can't get better than that. So, fingers on buzzers. Beginning with the letter T, what is the name of the smelly ditches that soldiers had... Paramveer?
Trench.
Trenches is right. Well done, Paramveer. Help yourself to another year sphere. Paramveer, as the quiz winner, you're also through to play the World War I game. But will it be just you, or will the others get to play too? Let's find out. It's a single-player, silly game, and it's waiting for you at the end of that time sewer. To the time sewer at the double. So. Back in World War I, there was one enemy who would infiltrate your trench every single night, and that enemy was rats.
They were probably just being friendly.
A likely story. Well, I'm afraid the soldiers weren't very friendly back. It's time to play...
Vanquish vile vermin!
Just like the soldiers in those muddy trenches, you've got to start splatting some rats. Whack 15 rats with your spade within the time limit to win the year sphere. And your time starts now. So, Paramveer wields his shovel. He's straight off the mark there. Excellent start. Those are very thick eyebrows for a rat. Quite rightly, he's been bashed in the face. Rattus is once again horrified by what he's seeing here. He's gone mute, which, you know, is a bonus for me. There's one with a hat! And that would have been a regular army tin hat. Remember, this is the First World War. Everyone would have worn hats, probably not the rats, thinking about it, but tin hats nonetheless. And Paramveer now up to 5 strikes. Oh, just a bit too slow across there.
30 seconds remaining.
He's not looking over here. There, he sidled over! Oh, what technique! He came over sideways without giving them the eye, and they thought they were perfectly safe, and then he absolutely hammered them. Back with the wall proper here, and this is your meat and drink.
Oh, Dave, I have to say those rats are like family. In fact, some of them are. Uncle Duke, Uncle Fred.
Well, with a name like Uncle Duke, he probably deserves everything he gets. And it's all over, and Paramveer has scored 12. Not enough for a year sphere. Welcome back, Paramveer. Bad luck. Put yourself behind your podium. A very good score, 12, just not quite enough for the year sphere. How did you find it?
Hard, challenging, but fun.
Well played, a very good effort. Over to the Gory Grid to find out what's up next.
It's the measly Middle Ages.
4 questions as always, and here are your 4 Middle Ages topics. Black Death, crime, 1066 and popes. Olivia, it's your turn to pick first this time.
I'm gonna go for Black Death.
Black Death.
What did so-called flagellants in the Middle Ages do to try and stop the Black Death? A, they ate nothing but spiders' legs. B, they whipped themselves for 33 days. Or C, they ate stinging nettles.
Let's see those answers now, please. Everybody's gone for B. Complete agreement. Are they all right?
The answer is B. They whipped themselves for 33 days.
Oh, I'd happily eat nothing but spider's legs. Delish.
Yes. So, Georgia, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Let's go for crime.
Let's go for crime.
King Edward I's crown jewels were stolen from Westminster Abbey by A, a gang of monks, B, a gang of school children, or C, his own guards.
OK. Complete agreement yet again. So, are they all right this time?
The answer is A, a gang of monks. And they got away with it too, because monks were exempt from the law.
Which is no longer the case for any monks watching. No points in that question, but a point apiece, so still all to play for. Paramveer, I believe it's your turn to pick a topic.
I've picked 1066.
1066.
It's a right tricky one, this. At the famous Battle of Hastings in 1066, King Harold's bodyguards, a unit of elite warriors, was known as what? A, the Hardradas, B, the Bad Boys, or C, the Housecarls?
Look at that. Paramveer and Olivia agreeing on A. Georgia out on her own with C. Let's find out who's right.
Here you go. The answer is C, the Housecarls.
Yes, though Harold's bodyguards, the Housecarls, didn't do too good a job, did they? Because he died.
Well, they might have done a good job of guarding his body after he was dead.
Not really the point of bodyguards, Rattus. So, there we go. 1 question left in this round, and it is on popes.
What was the name of the Pope during the First Crusade in 1095? A, Pope Street II, B, Pope Urban II, or C, Pope Mobo II?
Everybody going for B, which is Pope Urban II. Let's find out if they're right.
The answer is B. He was Pope Urban II.
So, points all round, but because Georgia got that one right, she has just won herself another year sphere. Georgia, you are through to play the Middle Ages game, but will it be just you, or is everyone else coming along? Let's find out. It's a single-player, silly game. So, Georgia, off down the time tour with him. Off she goes. It's time to go to France in the 1400s to the court of King Louis XI, who has just been delivered a surprising and original musical instrument. It's time to play the
Pig piano!
The instrument consisted of pigs of different sizes and a keyboard. Play a key and a little spike would prick a piggy and make it squeal. The larger the pig, the deeper the squeal. Your challenge is to listen to and repeat a sequence of piggy squeals. The sequence will get 1 squeal longer each time. Correctly repeat 9 squeals within the time limit to win a year sphere. Get 1 note wrong, however, and you're history. Let's get squealing. So, here goes Georgia attempting to play the pig piano, and the first sequence begins. Lovely start. Of course, this piano not so much a Steinway as a Styway. Rattus. Rattus. Now, please yourself. Second sequence complete. She's doing very well. She's made an excellent start. Can I just actually apologise for my Styway comment there? Unfortunately, I read Rattus's joke book. It won't happen again. Georgia moving through this challenge effortlessly at the moment. Oh, the little one's just let one go. And what a cloud of parp that was. It came out of his backside like a small tornado of guff. But it's not put Georgia off in the slightest. What concentration she's showing here. Amazing that she seems to be impervious to the smell of piggy wind. Maybe she's from a long line of pig farmers. Now, how's she going to get on with this one? She's doing extremely well, pressing the right combination. And of course, if she were to make a mistake, Ratters, it'd be poo time.
One can only hope that that's what's going to happen, Dave.
Well, it is always nice to see the contestants covered from head to foot in poo, but you've got to admire the technique and the sheer brain power here. She's just remembering stuff. And Ratters, I'm beginning to wonder whether that Alice band she's wearing, as well as making her hair look lovely, does it actually hold her massive brain in place? Well, be that as it may, this is her last sequence. She's studying it very carefully, and here she goes. Nice. 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 Very nice. Nice. Now, there's a hesitation. This is often fatal. She's recovered slightly, but... oh, she's not sure. Oh, that's right, she's done it! She has done it! And Georgia has played the pig piano like a virtuoso. Welcome back, well played. Help yourself to another year sphere. Tremendous effort. Well done, Georgia. Moving swiftly on to something completely different. Time for the final round. Over to the gory grid one last time to find out who we've got.
It's the Vile Victorians. Good day.
No quirky quiz in our final round. It's straight to our big all-play game. And this one is scary. Everyone, time to get down that time sewer. Lead on, Olivia.
Yahoo!
This most gruesome game is based on the criminals who stole bodies from graveyards to sell them to surgeons who wanted to experiment on the corpses to find out more about how the human body works. Let's play
Grave robbers.
You are a rotten robber. Your challenge? To steal 3 bodies from the graveyard, get them through the railings, onto the carts, find the key to the cemetery gate, and get them onto the surgeon's table. If you hear this noise, then you must rush back to the cemetery and hide so the policeman doesn't spot you. A second whistle means you can go again. The first person to get all their bodies to the surgeon's table and grab their dodgy money is the winner. 3, 2, 1. And there they go, grave robbing. We're underway. Let's see how many corpses we can get out to the surgeons before we get nicked by the rozzers. And look at this. What a start from Olivia. She is through there. Paramveer is trying the pushing method. It never works as well as the pull. Look at that. He's giving him an absolute shove, that corpse, and through he goes. Look at this from Olivia. She's already... hang on, what's going on? She's going back for something. I think she hasn't taken the correct corpse. Rattles is extraordinary. She's gone back, stolen from a corpse. She's stolen the key. Well, let's see how she gets on. The others have caught up here now. And they are at the cemetery gates, all of them. And Paramveer has done it, and so too has Georgia. And the first corpses are there for the surgeons. There they are. They're down, and they must go back and collect another one. And Olivia, after a fantastic start, seems to be lagging well behind. There go the wobbly trolleys, of course. Rattles, you helped to design those trolleys, didn't you?
I certainly did. They stopped short at making the wheels square, Dave, which I thought would be amusing for everybody except those taking part.
Well, absolutely. And Paramveer, for me, needs to try and change this pushing technique because it does slow him down. George has stolen a march on him there. She's back in the lead. Look at her corpses hanging off the trolley there, but she's still battling on with it. Oh, and Olivia's through. She's through the gate at last. And there's the policeman's whistle. Now, they've got to get back here, Ratters. They've got to get behind those gravestones, and then they have got to keep stum. Real stum. If that policeman was to spot any of them, it would be life imprisonment at best.
Quite right, Dave.
There he is. There goes our policeman. He's 6'2". His favourite sport is rugby, and he enjoys dancing and travelling. And he really is one of the least observant policemen I've ever seen because he's missed all 3 of them there. And if his boss down at the station hears about this, he could be back parking horses for a living. No, they're back in the game. They're back in the game, and they've got to quickly get back to exactly where they were when the whistle blew in the first place. And where they were is Paramveer in the lead with that reverse technique. He runs backwards, but here he lets himself down. He slows himself up with this push. If he could take this push out of his game, he would be unbeatable at this. Look at that yank taking place at the end there from Georgia. Had the corpse by his hair. And she's really going to have to go some to catch Paramveer now. Paramveer puts his final corpse down. He's got the purse of monies, the ill-gotten monies. He's just got to get up the end.
What's he doing? He's taking the trolley.
He's forgotten his trolley. Can Georgia catch him? Here she comes. And it's Paramveer. He's through the railing to the end. And he jumps for joy because he is the best grave robber out of those three. Paramveer, help yourself to a year sphere. Well done. What an excellent, excellent game that was. Now, Olivia, what happened with that lock?
Key opening has never been one of my qualities.
You struggle with your front door?
I usually just knock and someone's there.
Maybe you should have tried that at the cemetery gates. Oh, what bad luck I felt for you. Well done, Georgia, that was good. Have you ever done any grave robbing before?
No.
No?
I don't think I ever want to try it.
That's your last time, is it? What about you, Paramveer? You're very good at it.
Never done it before, might try again.
You might try again. Well, brilliant. You've ended up with 3 year spheres, Georgia. Paramveer, you've got 3. Olivia, you haven't got any. But because of the BC year totals, it's quite possible that you could win today's star prize with no year spheres. OK, time to count up those year spheres. And remember, AD dates are added to your total and BC dates are subtracted from it. Georgia, let's open up that first one and see what you've got. 1042 AD, Edward the Confessor became King of England that year. 1348 AD, the Black Death hit England, but let's have a look at that third sphere. 1760 AD, George III becomes king, which means you have a positive total. That's 4,150. Olivia, that means that you can no longer win, I'm afraid. Paramveer, let's have a look at your first sphere. 450 BC, the first set of Roman laws were written that year. 1837 AD, Queen Victoria was crowned that year. You need a very large AD total. In fact, you need one from the future, and we haven't got any future dates, but let's have a look what you got anyway. It's 1453 AD, the end of the 100 Years' War that year. And you have ended up with a total of 2,840. That means that today's winner with a total of 4,150 points is Georgia, who will be taking home the star prize. And believe me, the word impressive really doesn't do it justice, because it's not at all impressive. What is it, Rattus?
Today's prize is a beautiful Incan flute made from the hollowed-out arm bone of an enemy soldier.
This time, Rattus, you have definitely gone too far.
I'll take that as a compliment. Congratulations, Georgia!
There you go, Georgia. Well done.
Thank you.
Excellent. Sorry it's made from a dead man's arm and everything. Still, put it on a high wall. You won't have to look at it too much. It just remains for me to say thank you to Georgia, Paramveer and Olivia, and no thanks whatsoever to Rattus.
Dave, you know full well your life would be empty without me.
You've been watching Gory Games. Goodbye.
Was that show messy enough for you? Or would you have preferred a little more poo? Have you had your fill of blood, guts and gore? Or have we left you still wanting more? Well, keep watching. We'll be back again with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Deadlier and dashier than ever, Steve Backshaw is back in another dangerous quest in the Deadly Dash 2 game. Can you save him from the vicious crabs? Get yourself on the CBBC website and click on Games to play.
Guys, hi. Oh, welcome back to the CBBC office.
Yeah.
And you know what it is today, don't you?
Big
Bad
Friday!
It is indeed.
Wrong way.
Hope you enjoyed brand new Gory Games. Up next is brand new Horrible Histories, and after that, brand new Friday download.
Okay, what have the viewers been saying?
You're excited, aren't you?
Yeah.
I can tell. I'm excited as well. Yes, guys, you guys have been emailing famous historical people you would like to be, or me, or whoever you might know.
Exactly.
First one is from Robert, and he says, I would like to be a Greek athlete competing in the javelin at the first Olympic Games because he thinks he could set a world record.
Ooh.
You see, my late ancestors actually set a world record in the long jump. Yeah, take a look.
we have a new world record holder for the long jump.
Amazing.
Wow. Hey, how long did he hold the record for?
Not very long.
And that's another world record holder for the long jump.
5 minutes?
All right, calm down.
Rubbish.
This next one is from Eleanor.
Hi,
She says,
Eleanor.
prepared for this?
Yeah, I'm prepared.
My